Well, it's still in this side. You have to thoroughly say, I need this. Welcome everyone to the 2026-2027 theater launch at Theater Arts Guild. My name is Rebecca Humphreys. I'm the Artistic Director. And today we're going to be talking to our 4 directors who are launching our season next year. We have 2 Michelles, Angela and Dom. So Without further ado, I'm going to introduce Angela Butler. She is going to be directing Let Me Go, a tale of robbery and love by a local playwright, Jupp. Some of you may know him. He's a long-standing member of TAG, so he has yeah. He'll probably be building his own set. Anyway, just saying. So, Angela, why don't you come on up? So Angela doesn't stop. She's currently producing the show that is on right now, and she directed the Christmas show. So
yeah, you're a busy.
And she's president.
And she's president, and she's a busy
bottle
woman.
washer.
She's a glutton for punishment. Anyway, so first question: what drew you to this play?
Well, when Nick said he was writing a new play, he had asked me to come to the first play reading, and so. After the reading, I was really intrigued by the characters, and I said, and he had said, if I do the show, I'd like to have a female director. I said, well, you know, I might be interested in doing that.
Okay.
So there were some rewrites, and we got talking, and I said, you know what, I'm going to submit it. Let's see what goes, right? So I submitted it to yourself and to the committee, and it got accepted. Very excited. It's an original play. You know, first time ever seen in the world. I love those kind of plays. So that really intrigued me. Some really interesting characters that are pretty intense, but and it is a drama, a crime drama. Nobody dies in this one.
It's not on stage.
No stabbing, no shooting, no. So, however, there is love, and that's kind of the theme. And you know, and yeah, so that's what intrigued me about this play.
Okay. And what excites you most about directing this production?
I love the fact that it's original. Those things really intrigue me, and building the characters with the cast, with the playwright behind me whispering in my ear, might help too. So I like that sometimes. I don't mind that really, because it's an original, and I like to work with I would like to work with the playwright as well, and the cast, to really morph these characters into what his anticipations are for us.
Oh, great. Okay. So, if you could describe this play in 3 words, what would they be?
3 words.
Elevator pitch.
Well, it is a crime drama. Robin Hood puts me in mind of Robin Hood. Rob from the rich to give to the poor, that kind of thing. But there's also that tale of love and common interests and things like that. So.
Okay, great. And what would you hope the audience will still be thinking about as they're driving away from the theater or even the next day?
After seeing the play? There's hope for all of us.
That's good.
Because, we go through life and things happen, and, you have traumatic things happen in your life, and maybe they're not good. There's sometimes we're down and out, and we just, but there are some hope that people do care, and there's some of that happens in this play as well. There's a lot of, you think, people are really in a rough time of their life, but there's someone comes along and says, I'm here to help you. So that's part of this show too, which is really interesting characters.
So when are you going to be doing auditions?
So my auditions, I'm a sucker for punishment again. So Mystic Pizza closes when? The 21st. July 5th and 6th. So I've got a week to get ready for auditions. So yeah, it's good.
And the show runs from?
September 17th to October 3rd.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay. So any last words that you want to say about the show to intrigue people? To
Well, check the website. I'm going to be putting things up very soon for the auditions and what characters are, that kind of thing, the synopsis of the play, give you a little background on the characters and help you decide to come out to an audition. I need 2 men and 3 women.
Perfect.
So, yeah.
Okay.
What's the age range?
Age is from 30 and up.
Okay.
Yep.
Flexible.
I'm going to keep it flexible.
Nice.
But yeah.
Very good. Okay. Well, thank you very much,
You're
Angela.
welcome. Thank you.
Okay, so next we're going to meet Michele Moore. She's going to work her way up here. Michele has, again, a long-standing member of TAG, and she's going to be directing our holiday show, our family holiday show. And it's always a challenge to find a show that kind of meets the needs of everyone, because we want to make sure that we're catering to our younger audience, but also engaging the adults that come with them. So we've got a nice balance this year, I think. Be a nice, interesting mix for people. So welcome, Michele.
Thank you, Rebecca.
You're very welcome.
I'm here.
You are.
This is definitely the last hurrah.
This is Michelle's probably final show that she'll be directing.
Yeah.
So why did you want to do Bob's Your Elf by Norm Foster?
I have loved Norm Foster for many, many years. I think he's got the most beautiful sense of humor. This particular play is kind of like a Norm Foster on, I don't know, gummies probably. A lot of British in it, so yeah. But I like him. I like how he brings strong characters, gives the actor a strong character, and he writes. I think he writes for actors, and he is a good actor. So it's just that I think it's a wonderful for the actor to have a script that makes sense. They're learning lines, and making sense, and it's fun.
Great. Yeah. So similar to Nick. Nick's an actor as well, so he kind of writes for actors too, right? So
This will be a light relief after next
So what excites you about directing this production? What's one of the things, or a few of the things?
I think watching the actors get comfortable with their characters and start to feel them and watch that growth, that always appeals to me because it's a mystery. And in this particular show, you have a bunch of amateur actors who are totally useless. So it's going to be quite a challenge for the actor who's an actor to not know what the heck they're doing.
Right.
They're strong characters. They jump out from the page to me anyway, and I hope they do for those who audition. You've got two women and 4 men.
Okay. Great. And I didn't get Angela to do this, which I probably should have, but do you want to give us a brief synopsis of what Bob's Your Elf is about?
Well,
I didn't want to give Angela's away, because she's going to... There's too
yes,
much.
keep it mysterious.
Yeah, exactly.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, Santa, as you know, has a very busy workshop, and he relies very strongly on his jolly elves who work tirelessly. And it's a well-oiled machine. But he has noticed that one elf has started to complain, he's not fitting in, he's not cooperating. So Santa says to himself, I need to send this man away to an amateur theatre company putting on their Christmas pageant so that he can learn, what better place, learn from amateur theatre how to work as a team. And there it starts. And
There ensues the mayhem.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, we have some great characters. We have a stage manager who is obsessive, and he has a headset on with nobody listening.
I didn't do that.
He attaches the wire into his pants. And so it goes on. So the characters are absolutely marvelous.
Yeah, very good. Okay. So if you could describe Bob's Your Elf in 3 words, what would it be?
Well, an Irish woman in 3 words.
Okay, 3 phrases.
Light-hearted family comedy.
Okay, great.
And I think it will appeal. I know children love to see adults act like idiots. So I'm sort of thinking, round about this. They're also growing up nowadays. I don't even respond to these children anymore. But I would think that anything less than 5 would not get it. I'm thinking more 7, 8 years old. But everybody should go home happy from this play. I hope so. Yeah.
And I think there's a little bit of audience participation.
Yeah, we'd like to do that. It's not a canto per se, but the amateur theatre company that he is sent to, it's called Fiffleville Thespians. And I'm thinking there's an opening for the poor soul who has to say it again, to look to the audience and go, yeah, Fiffleville Thespians. But there you go, and then we want to make the audience a bit of a sing-song choir. So we're going to try and give a couple of carols that we'll hand out in the program probably, and ask whomever wants to sing. So make them participate in that. So we're breaking the fourth wall there. But there's a lot of chances where they can just enjoy and participate. And I'm sure if there's younger children, they'll all want to say the Fiffleville Thespians.
Right, exactly. And they kind of pack a lot into their pageant, don't they?
Oh yes, and there are such terrible actors. Yes. So I'll be looking for crew and props. It's going to be a lot of props, and because they do have a nativity scene and blah blah blah. So yeah, I'm looking for new people, new faces, whatever, to do operation on the lighting, the sound. Yeah. So please get in touch.
Okay. And what do you hope audiences will walk away with in terms of...
They'll all be practicing the Fiffleville. I hope they go home thinking about how lovely it is to communicate with each other, become a team, enjoy and laugh themselves silly. So I hope they go home happy.
Great. Wonderful.
Do you have a producer?
I do now.
Oh, good.
I do indeed.
Good. Awesome.
Yes.
And do you know when you're going to hold auditions?
Well, I also have a wonderful stage manager I managed to craft on board there, Birgit. I'm hoping that I would audition probably just before Labor Day, and then Labor Day get over there, and then start rehearsal after Labor Day.
Okay.
It will take a lot of work, as we all know. Time just seems to evaporate.
Yeah.
So.
And we're doing a 4-week run of our holiday
Yes.
show this year because we do so well. A lot of people don't get to see it because they don't get a chance to get tickets. So it'll be a 4-week run. So if you're looking at auditioning, you're going to get time to really settle into it, which is really fun. I know a lot of times we do a production and we're in like show 9 and we're just like, this is so good now, and we just want to keep going.
Yeah.
So with this one, we get to do that. So.
And there'll be 2 matinees. There'll be Sunday.
Yeah.
2 Sundays at.
No double show days.
Yeah, the middle week and then
Yeah.
the one on the last week.
Yeah. Great. Okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Thank you
very much, Michele.
Great.
Well, there you go.
All right.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so that takes care of our holiday show. So after that, we're only doing 4 shows this year, and one of the reasons we're doing that is because we realize that mounting 5 shows just really doesn't give us a chance to really have enough time for each production to get on stage, do what they need to do, build the set, do the lights, all that kind of stuff. So when I was looking for a show for our winter slot, because we know winter takes a lot out of us, I wanted it to be a fun show that was going to make people laugh. And so I'd like to introduce Don Mackinnon, who is going to be directing a show called Perfect Wedding by Hawdon. So,
Yes, well, welcome, Wilbur. That'll make more sense for our next director.
that's right. Okay, so Don, what drew you to directing this play?
Mostly come way back with me now.
Okay.
My grandmother is a war bride. Came over from Newcastle, and so in the summers, being a latchkey kid, I'd spend all my summers with her, and so she exposed me to all this British comedy in terms of like, Are You Being Served, Hello Hello,
Yeah.
Keeping Up Appearances. So I've always been a fan of that kind of comedy.
Perfect.
And so when I had a chance, when I was going to theatre school, we spent a semester in England studying over there, and I saw Don't Dress for Dinner back in its original run then, and just really fell in love with this playwright.
Great.
And
Yeah.
now
So we've
we
done Don't Dress for Dinner,
Yeah.
and so this is the same playwright. So yeah, so familiar territory. Great. Okay. So what excites you most about directing this production?
Really the challenge of it, I mean, in the stuff I've directed for TV, it's always big cast and a lot of choreography that goes into things like that. So I have the chance to do that now on stage. 'Cause, I mean, we just mentioned this just beforehand that this kind of play is choreography. It's
Sure is.
so much timing to people coming in, out, near misses, things like that. And if the timing is off just slightly, the jokes fall apart. So.
Right, okay, great. So, if you could describe your play in 3 words, what would it be?
So I've had a couple of things that's coming up with this, Chris. So first was frenzy-fueled farce.
Okay.
Oh, that's a lot.
And then
Say that again.
frenzy-fueled farce.
You gotta be careful.
Yeah. And then vows, what vows? There's no- yeah. And as I mentioned before, doors, doors, door. So
Yeah,
Doors, 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 yes, all farces have lots of doors.
Lots of doors, it has to be a very strong set.
Yeah, so, yeah, set-wise, what are you looking at in terms of a set?
It's going to be a divided set because the play takes place both in the hotel room, which has its own little like, kind of living room area. So what I'm thinking about is kind of an implied wall that happens between them. So obviously whoever's going to be doing the set design for this, I'll have to talk to them about how to make this happen. But
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You've got like the kind of living room and then the bedroom
Yeah.
where everything
Yeah.
happens. Okay, great. What do you hope audiences will walk away with or think about after the show?
I was
Other
trying to
than
think of
the
an answer for this, and I'll keep thinking about this. Walk away and rethink their marriage. Have I made the right choice of who I'm saying? No. I'm hoping they'll walk away like, you know, as we said, in this day and age, what's happening in the world right now, it's so bleak sometimes, and I want people to come away and just have a moment that
Yeah.
they're just smiling and having a great time, and hopefully they'll come away with some pain on their sides from laughing.
Good.
Yeah.
Great, yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, so love and laughter is kind of the theme of the season. Because we are in a hard time, right? And so I think a lot of us just want to laugh. And
Yeah.
so a lot of the shows this year are kind of based in that space. Auditions, who are you looking for? How many people do you need? All that
We
kind
need
of stuff.
6 people. The play, I mean, it calls for people in their 20s for the most part of the cast, but I'm going to age that cast up for this. And,
Okay.
so there's 5 kind of main characters, and one that's more of not a walk-on role, but it's only they're only there halfway through the play. But
Okay.
we need 2 men and 3 women for the show. Well, 4 women, but
4 women?
Yeah.
Great.
yeah.
Okay, so 2 men and 4 women. So if you're looking at doing a show. And auditions, when are you thinking?
Hopefully around the 1st of February. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, great. And this one runs March the 4th to the 20th. So plan to break firmly in March. Okay.
Yeah, and I've already started assembling the dream team in the back there.
Who do you have so far, Dom?
What's that?
Who's on your team so far?
These 2,
Bill
right in
and
the back
Esther.
here, Bill and Esther.
Oh, wow,
They've done that
good.
too. Yeah.
Well done.
They work together already. And
Yeah,
it's
good, good.
Dream made in heaven.
Did don't dress for dinner,
Yeah.
Yeah,
so we know the players.
that's
Very
right.
familiar.
Yes, they know the playwrights, so that's good.
Good.
Okay. Any last words before I introduce our next director?
Live long and prosper.
Nice.
Very well done. So our next show is going to be our final show of the season, and it is a musical. The author of this show, or producer of the show, actually reached out to us and said, would you be interested in doing this show? And at first I was like, I don't know, I'm not sure. But one person came to mind as soon as I saw this, and I couldn't contact her because she was on a cruise at the time. So when she got back, I emailed her and said, take a look at this and see what you think. And would you be willing to direct it? So I'd like you to meet Michele Gaudet. And she will be directing Pond, the musical, which is a spectacular heritage.
Spectacular.
Yes. Okay, so, why did you decide to direct this? Because you weren't drawn to it per se, because I sent it to you, but how did it go once I sent it to you?
Well,
I'm not sure you know this about me, Rebecca, but I'm a big Star Trek fan. Yes. So I'm also involved in a lot of online Star Trek fan groups, and I knew about this show when it was preparing to go off Broadway in May of 2023, and I wanted to go and see it. But I was cast in a show that opened in June of 2023, and I couldn't get the time off to go. So all the online Star Trek people were raving about it. It's a must-see. I have to go and see it again. And I thought, oh, I'm going to pay attention to when it's staged the next time, and I'm definitely going to go. Well, it kind of didn't come up again. And then in early this year, 2026, I found out that it was available for licensing by community theaters, and the rest is history. Yes, yeah,
She was on a Star Trek cruise.
I was on the Star Trek cruise, yes.
So it was kind of like fate, right?
It was, yeah, yeah, and I couldn't pass it up.
Yeah. So what excites you the most about directing this production?
Well, so I love parodies. So on Broadway, if anybody's going to watch the Tonys tonight, Schmigadoon is up for like 12 Tonys. So that is a parody of Broadway musicals.
Yeah.
In the same vein that the Airplane movies and Police Squad and that sort of thing. And then when you talk about musicals, you can think about Weird Al and Randy Rainbow. So parody is really big right now. And I love me some Star Trek, I love me some parody, I love me some Broadway musicals. And when this came together all in one packet, geez Louise, it was a perfect storm for me. Perfect. Yeah, perfect.
Great. So if you could describe this play, I know 3 words is hard.
Let me check my notes here.
Dirty.
Well, okay, so for 3 words I would say Trek meets Broadway.
Okay.
Also Broadway meets Trek, and it means different things, but slightly different. I could say You Will Laugh. I could say Live Long and Prosper.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sort of 3 words.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's a fantastic show. I just love it. And it's multi-layered. That you've got a parody, so it follows the Star Trek, The Wrath of Khan storyline, and it takes the Broadway musical. So there's tropes from Broadway, there's tropes from Star Trek. There's you will actually hear motifs from Broadway songs in these songs. So the role of Mr. Data is sort of modeling the MC from Cabaret. There's songs that you will recognize from Aladdin and Les Mis and Chicago and Rocky Horror, that sort of thing. So Broadway fans are going to love it. Comedy fans are going to love it. Star Trek fans are going to love it. Yeah.
Okay. And what do you hope audiences will be thinking about after they leave the show or talking about?
Well, I'm hoping they're going to be singing humming little tunes in their heads. I'm hoping they're going to be able to see Easter eggs that we're going to drop all over the set. And I hope they're going to be talking about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. So cast-wise, what are you looking for?
Right. So because if you think about the original series, it's the stars were basically male heavy. When you're talking about a musical, you need to have a balance of voices.
Right.
So that the author has come up with a way of having male characters with female singing voices, and that'll be fine. So we're looking at there's a possibility of doubling some actors. I'm not sure that I'm in love with that idea.
Okay.
So we're looking at maybe 12 to 14.
Okay.
It's a large cast. Even if there's doubling, there's a large cast. But we need a really strong ensemble as well. to round out the voices, to round out the harmonies.
Yeah.
And age groups, you know, it's flexible.
It's flexible.
It's flexible, yeah. We need to have a nice sort of young lyric soprano. We need to have a couple of men who can play some iconic roles, shall we say, without going over the top. But yeah, it's going to be pretty open.
Okay.
We would like to not whitewash a couple of characters. So we would be hoping
For a diverse.
for a diverse, you know,
Turnover.
humans and Vulcans as
Yeah.
well. As much as possible.
Okay. And I think we're probably going to be doing a little bit of cross-pollination at Halcon because there might be some good opportunities there.
I know there's a few geeks and nerds who would like to be involved, and some of them have great singing voices, so,
Exactly, yeah,
yeah, more the merrier.
great. And in terms of, I hear there's chickens.
There's some song and dance
Yeah.
numbers in this one, including some dancing chickens.
Yeah, so there's a little bit of something for everyone.
There is.
Great.
There is, yeah.
Yeah.
There's some wistfulness over, you know, am I too old to do this anymore? And then, oh yeah.
So currently, TAG is the first Canadian company to be putting this on. Now, there may be a company that does it before us in terms of the season, but we're the first ones who signed a contract. So, yeah, so it's a pretty big deal, and I think it's going to be a great, great time.
Oh, I'm so excited about this. There are so many possibilities.
Yeah.
Creative use of set, yeah, big battle scene, starship battle scene. It's gonna be great.
As long as there's nothing going into people's ears, because that freaked me out during the movie.
Oh, yes.
I'm
Sorry. Just a little bit.
Okay, well, it's all good. Okay, any closing words?
Closing words, so we're looking at auditions
Yes,
in
auditions.
like early November,
No.
February-ish.
February, okay.
Because it's you know, there's a lot of musical bits in that. We're gonna have to have concentrate a bit on the musical rehearsals as well as some dancing
Yeah,
and whatnot. So yeah,
okay, so February, and probably you're looking for about 12 to 14-ish people. Okay.
yeah, I have to sit down with the people who are gonna help me put this on
Yeah.
and make some decisions about
Exactly.
about casting.
Okay, great. Okay,
Yeah, are we
yeah,
right about done? All
we're
right,
just about done.
I guess it's time for me to go. One to beam up, Scotty.
Okay, so that's our season for 2026-2027. It's going to be great. It's going to be fun. It's going to be filled with joy and laughter, and a little bit of love and larceny. So, love, larceny, and laughter is the theme of the year, and we hope you all come out and see the shows. I know we can fit 16 people on the stage because Mystic Pizza does it every night. We are pretty much sold out, unfortunately, so you probably can't get tickets now.
You can always try a rush seat though if
You
you're
can always
feeling.
sign a rush seat because
frisky.
oftentimes there's people that come
Yeah.
that don't, their whole party can't make it.
Yeah.
But Star Trek Con the musical is going to be running for 4 weeks next year. So again, we're going to have some extra shows that people are going to have a chance to get tickets to. So thank you very much for coming, and we will talk to you all again in another year.
Thanks.